Thank you so much for joining me here at Lux Talks with EMCC Luxembourg. It's such a pleasure to have you on, and
Thank you for
particular,
inviting me.
and particularly given this mentor in the digital era launch. It's very exciting to be here to discuss this with you. In this program, we're essentially aiming to shed a light into some of the stories and activities to be found within EMCC Luxembourg members. Everyone is doing very interesting things. So it's an honor to hear more about your story and what you're working on at the moment. So this is the first EQA accredited mentoring program in Luxembourg and Romania. And I'm just curious, do you see it influencing the way that we practice mentoring?
I hope so. So this program was born in the pandemic. So I met my co-creator and co-trainer for this program, for this training program, in 2020 during EMCC Global 5 Days Challenge. So we were online, and I've seen Romanian names, and I connected with a few, and with Florentina, we really fit in the values. So the program was born under these conditions, and that's why we will see later is about digital. And we hope it influenced. It was really a dream of Florentina. I had little to do with mentoring myself. I am a coach and a coaching psychologist and a trainer for many years. And she's truly in mentoring. Her company is called also Mentorissima. And it was her dream to create a mentoring program. In Romania, it was not existing one accredited. There are several mentoring programs in different professions for different professionals and so on, but none was accredited. And that's why we say it's the first one, even though other accredited programs in different other countries are also present in the country. And we also ask if the accreditation can be for Luxembourg as well, because I knew also, as my base for living and work is over here in Luxembourg, that we never ever had an accredited program for Luxembourg. So I said, this is the moment. I also have seen a trend in Luxembourg that we are concentrating a lot on coaching and less on mentoring. And we really hope that this will influence the way mentors, those who call themselves mentors, no matter if they are members in EMCC or not, to understand the way EMCC sees mentoring and practice of mentoring, and will really give a way of professionalizing their practice accordingly to the EMCC standards.
Excellent. And I love how you mentioned that, this was born, of course, in COVID times, which, if we talk about the digital era and mentorship, of course, that comes with new challenges, remote interactions, digital overload, and hybrid challenges, which, we're all very familiar with. What would you say some of the core digital age mentoring dilemmas this program is designed to address?
Well, I don't know if really dilemmas, but when we were conceiving this program, we thought that many people during the pandemic, including coaches and mentors, even though, let's say that our profession was quite a bit familiar with working online and remote and so on, but they were still many missing the tools of either organizing themselves online or interacting online. I mean, it's one to be on Zoom like the two of us we are now, and a different thing to make it interactive, like it would be, or almost like it would be in physical presence in real life. And we are trying to familiarize or to encourage simply to look for these tools that now they are in abundance, choose a few and use them in mentoring. And we have a module that is following, if you want, digital competencies recommended by the European Union. So again, we didn't invent anything, but we are trying to, familiarize with what it means, digital competencies, for anyone, not particularly for mentors, and how this can be applied. So we give some options, and the mentors that they are trained by us will choose and will make a portfolio by the end of the training what they will like to use for the moment. And we explicitly say that this is an ongoing story. It will not end here. They will have to be up to date. Like in many professions nowadays, we need to stay up to date with the digital tools in order to still be relevant.
Yes, absolutely. And reflective practice and practical demonstrations are indeed central to the final assessment, as I understand it. But how does this combination really help participants not only meet the standards, but truly embody these competencies that you're discussing of a digital era mentor?
Mentoring and coaching is practically, we have so many definitions, but it's practically about certain types of learning. And in mentoring specifically, which accordingly to EMCC, we are mentors when we have certain competencies in a particular domain, but we use coaching tools and practice. We use vicarious learning in mentoring. Okay, so we see others doing, so we are models for others. They see us doing, so they improve their learning, and they don't have to go through the experience themselves. And they learn like this. Is also called, accordingly to Bandura, this social learning. So we learn from others. It's very normal for human beings, very natural, not normal, very natural. Since childhood we do that. So obviously mentoring is terribly important in organizations and in different professions, in also like in coaching and mentoring or psychology, where rather we are not in organization or teams, but quite autonomous and independent, and we need that as well. So how do we do that when we are online? What kind of tools we use, and how we can, again, make it more interactive, more human-like interaction. And this is where we concentrate, like what are the tools that a mentor/coach would need to create this environment for vicarious learning.
Fantastic. And I guess one of the questions that I was thinking about, given that we're all part of this professional association, and if someone's saying, hey, I'm on the fence about joining this program, maybe they've mentored informally, but, they've never really pursued formal training, what would you say to help them to see the value in becoming accredited?
So I think this program will help them conceptualizing, understanding what mentoring is, what coaching is. It will give a lot of structure and clarity about the different roles, and also with other type of roles, and building capacity to, how can I say, through the reflective practice, to develop their own practice in an autonomous way after they will finish. So we give them some basic tools, because the level of this training program is foundation. So we give them basic tools. We show them how it's done. Of course, they will have also to have 2 mentors during the 6 months that they will mentor. Because also what I and Florentina as well have observed is that most of the coaching or mentoring programs are using the other participants in order to create this practice.
Right.
And the reality, when we have a coachee or a mentee in real life, is that they react a bit different than those of us who are thinking of this, read a lot of books, are interested in human development, and so on. So it's not like in school, and then we might be blocked. So that's why we added this specific part. So it's the mentoring school and a program, a mentoring program attached, where everyone comes with at least two mentees that they see once a month, so they can practice. So this is how they build this capacity. And then, yeah, the concrete tools and practice also during the workshops. And the most important, the ethical grounding,
Yeah.
which in formal ways you don't really grasp. And we insist very much on this in the training, in the practical parts. As you were asking me about dilemmas and so on. So we talk really about that and what it means in practice.
Sounds like such a hugely valuable program resource. Thank you for sharing it with us. And if someone does want to get in touch with you to ask more questions, what's the best way for them to do that?
So on the EMCC, so the training will start in Luxembourg in English probably in January, because for the moment everything was built. So the concepts from the beginning were in the Romanian language, as both Florentina and I are Romanians, and for the Romanian market, and is ongoing now in different organizations in Romania. And in September, we'll start one for whoever wants to join. So an open course. The best will be, because on the website of EMCC under EQA is my email for Luxembourg, and Florentina's email for Romania. So the best way is to contact us by email.
Fantastic.
We have a system of credits. So if they want just a try on to see if it's interested enough for them, we have the e-learning part, which is self-paced. So this is what we are going to give access first. And then if they want to continue, there will be the workshop and the practice and so on. So the more practical bit.
Fantastic. Well, we'll be sure to link all the relevant information below in the caption. And just to want to say, Dana, thank you for stopping by to tell us a bit more about Mentor in the Digital Era, and wishing you huge success with what seems like a really exciting program. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Christina.